Congress leadership out to embarrass the Modi government at any cost? You start now, Salman Soos, because you said there are questions we want to raise, because we believe that in a democracy, any government must be accountable. Now, do you believe that this is the right time already to raise those questions, whether it is security lapse in Pahalgam, or your leader wants to know how many jets were shot down, or he wants to know how was Trump allowed to announce the ceasefire? Do you believe these questions are in the national interest? Or is it only to embarrass the Prime Minister and the Modi government?
Rajdeep, I'm glad you asked that question. When is a good time to ask these questions? If these questions cannot be asked now, at the moment when we are facing this crisis, maybe then we should ask about Pulwama. Because in 2019, we had Pulwama. Has there been any accountability for Pulwama? Do you know? I mean, you're a journalist, you're a reputed journalist. Do you know what happened? Do you know who was responsible? Do you know, for example, there was a police officer, Devinder Singh, who was caught with terrorists. What happened to him? So when is the right time? If not now. And by the way, there are certain questions.
Your own leader and comrade Shashi Tharoor says this is not the right time. Your own leader and Shashi Tharoor says this is not the right time to ask questions.
Rajdeep, you know that Shashi is a very close friend of mine. Shashi is on foreign lands. He is representing our country, and that is excellent, and he should do that. But as far as our own people are concerned here, we must ask some very basic questions, which are necessary. Why? Because we don't want a repeat of what happened in Pahalgam. There were 26 families that were who lost innocent souls. 26. Women lost their husbands, their loved ones. How did that happen? Why was there not even minimal security around that? Should not that come to mind? Should that not be posed? Forget what happened there.
Ajay Alok, respond. Let's give everyone equal time.
Rajdeep, I'll just ask one more question. Ajay can respond at leisure. Then Operation Sindhur happens. And of course, I'm not going to go into the foreign minister's statement about at the start of the operation, we called up Pakistanis and we told them we're going to do this and they did something else to us. I'm not getting into that. But I'm asking you, Rajdeep, and I'm asking the country. If there is a heinous terrorist attack on India, should our allies not be standing with us? Is it too much to ask? What has happened to the world that it does not stand with us when they should be, like they used to? That is a very, very important question. Should we not ask what happened to America, our ally, strategic partner, that basically rehyphenated India and Pakistan? There is no Security Council resolution holding Pakistan accountable for hosting terrorists who have attacked Pahalgam. These are serious questions because they go to our national security.
Salman Soos, I'm going to put a clock now and a limited time to each of our guests, but you, Ajay Alok, respond to that. Salman Soos says, what is the harm in asking questions? Democracy is about accountability. When you're in power, you want to take the credit for what our military has achieved, then you've also got to answer the questions as to what's gone wrong.
You're absolutely right. Democracy, with democracy comes accountability. There's no doubt about it. And with power especially. Well, let me give you a situation. I'll ask you guys a question, especially to Salman. Salman, if you let go a murderer off by citing humanitarian grounds, and tomorrow that murderer again murders 15 people, who's responsible? You or that murderer? Of course, it's you, because you let him go. I hold Congress party responsible, Manmohan Singh responsible, Sonia Gandhi responsible. Because in 2010, when they let go 25 terrorists back to Pakistan in the name of creating goodwill gestures, right? That person was involved in Uri attack. That person was involved in 2013 bomb blast, who was killed in Operation Sindhur. So Congress party is responsible for all these terrorist attacks because you keep
No, but
let's go with
Ajay Alok, that's a
Way back
dangerous
in
argument
2010.
because people will go
I'm
back to
coming one after one.
1999, 2000
No.
when you had a
Yes.
when you had a deal in
Yes,
Kandahar
of course.
that resulted in Masood Azhar being
it was
given
not
back.
a goodwill
It's dangerous
gesture.
politics.
It was Masood Azhar was not a humanitarian gesture. Masood Azhar was exchanged because of our Indian people with life were at risk. The whole plane was kidnapped, and it was done with the cabinet measure. The whole cabinet was there. And it was done with the leader
Answer
of
my
opposition.
straight question.
Sonia Gandhi was
Is
there
the
when the consent
Congress
was given.
entitled to ask questions?
2010.
Sir, is the Congress entitled to ask questions
No,
on security
Congress
lapses
party has
in
been
Pahalgam
asking-
as to
Hello, Razip, let me come. I've
Yes.
heard your question. Everybody is entitled for a question, but Congress party has been asking questions after 22nd only. On one side they say that we are with the government, we are withstanding with the government on this terrorist attack. We are with the government, and every second day from 22nd May, 22nd April, they have been asking questions. They have been putting that all. You remember that Nimbu and everything on the Rafale. Where is Rafale? When we'll take action? When we'll take action? When we took action, Rahul Gandhi, Revanth Reddy, everybody, how many Rafale was shot? How many Rafale was shot? Who passed on the information? They were so disastrous. They called our external affairs minister as a mukhbir, as an agent of Pakistan. I mean, all kind of verbal shit was used, and you are saying Congress is asking
No, it's
questions.
interesting what you're saying.
Who doesn't want
No,
to ask?
Ajay Alok, it's interesting what you're saying because at the very outset, you're right. Sir, at the very outset, the Congress said whatever the Modi government decides to do, we'll support them. Eventually started asking questions. I want to play one of those questions. Revanth Reddy, the Telangana Chief Minister, what he said. And I want Salman to respond. Listen to what Revanth Reddy said.
మోడీ గారు తెచ్చిన రాఫెల్ యుద్ధ విమానాలు మన పాకిస్తాన్ కూల్చింది. ఎన్ని కూల్చిందో రాఫెల్ గురించి చెప్పమంటే ఈరోజు చర్చ లేదు. ఈరోజు మన దేశం కాదని ఇతర దేశాల నుంచి రాఫెల్ యుద్ధ విమానాలను కొనుగోలు చేసిన మోడీ గారు మీరు జవాబు చెప్పండి. మన పాకిస్తాన్తో జరిగిన యుద్ధంలో ఎన్ని రాఫెల్ యుద్ధ విమానాలు పాకిస్తాన్ నేలగూల్చిందో మీరు లెక్క చెప్పండి. గొప్పల కోసం వేల కోట్ల రూపాయల కాంట్రాక్టులు మీకు కావాల్సిన వాళ్ళకి ఇచ్చి ఇవాళ రాఫెల్ యుద్ధ విమానాలు కొన్నారు. అవెందుకు నేలగూలినాయో ఇవాళ ప్రజలకు సమాధానం చెప్పాలి.
I want a quick answer to this, Salman Soz. Is this the kind of question at this moment to ask? How many Rafales have we lost? This will be used, according to critics, by Pakistan tomorrow.
Let's be complete.
No. So Rajdeep,
I'll come back to you.
Just on the Chief Minister of Telangana and his comments about Rafale, the issue I think was made murky by the Foreign Minister himself, who said that at the start of the operation we contacted the Pakistanis, telling them that we are not going to strike military bases, etc. And by the way, did that risk the lives of our security forces? That's a legitimate question as far as I'm concerned. But I want to just tell Ajay, I want to remind him, and I want to remind the viewers that they're telling us that we should not be asking questions now, and just after the Operation Sindhur was launched, we started asking questions. When the Mumbai terrorist attack was going on, the current Prime Minister, who was the Chief Minister at that time, was shamelessly grandstanding in Mumbai. Have you forgotten? We have not forgotten. The country has not forgotten the shamelessness displayed by the BJP leaders at that time.
Let Ajay Alok get a response to that, and then I'll go to the rest. Ajay Alok, you see, where you stand depends on where you sit. Today, you're blaming Rahul Gandhi for asking questions. Now the Congress is saying, what about Prime Minister Modi when he was Chief Minister? While 2611 was on, he was targeting Manmohan Singh's government.
See, I'm not blaming anyone for their action. The intent is to be blamed. When Prime Minister, who was the Chief Minister, was there in Mumbai when Mumbai attack happened, he was standing with the people. He was also standing with the people when Kedarnath happened in 2013. Then also he was Chief Minister. He was with the people and is still with the people. You guys are not with the country. You even have Shashi Tharoor is your best friend. What he was being called? He is the best spokesperson for the BJP. You started abusing Shashi Tharoor, whom you have left. I don't know what will happen to Salman Khurshid, because he also said that Article 370 removal was a good step that led to normalcy in Kashmir. He gave this statement today. Now I'm sure the whole Congress party is going to come after him.
Okay.
Anybody who stands with the nation, anybody who doesn't take a nationalistic stand, why Congress party has a problem with that?
Okay, let Clyde Crasto jump in. He's been raising his hand very quickly. Clyde Crasto, keep your answer short.
No, for For Clyde Castro also. For Clyde Castro also.
Rajiv.
What he has said in the earlier comments. Supriya Sule
No, one
today
minute,
landed
let
in
him respond.
Qatar.
Ajay, please.
Spoke highly
Ajay,
about
let him
the
speak
Muslim
now. Ajay, let him speak.
Look, the question is for me. This is not right. Rajdeep, I think you are
Yeah,
not
go
doing
ahead.
the right thing. You promised that everybody will get equal time and you're not giving us equal time.
No,
Okay,
1
so
minute.
don't do that,
Clyde
Rajdeep.
Castro,
Okay?
Clyde
So
Castro,
you-
just a
you
minute.
go ahead and ask
Do
your
you
question.
agree with what Salman? No, 1 minute. Your leadership has been much more careful in not asking questions. You don't even want a special session of parliament. The Congress wants a
Yeah,
special
so ask
session.
me a question.
Sharad
No, you're
Pawar has not
asking
said
me
a word.
questions.
So please answer the question. Why is your party
said
very
he's not said a
silent?
word? So
Your
ask
party
me-
seems to
if
be
you-
standing
no, so
firmly
ask
with
me
the
the
Modi
question.
government.
No, nobody is silent. Rajdeep, you are speaking in dual voice right now. It's not that we are not asking question or not speaking. We are definitely speaking. You took an interview with our MP, Mrs. Supriya Sule. Okay, we've been speaking. What have we said? That right now, while we are outside the country and we are talking about India as Indians, we do not want to raise certain questions. But when the right time comes, we will raise all the questions that the Congress is raising. We will do it. Right now, we are representing India and we want to tell the world how Pakistan is dealing with us, how they are a terrorist state. But let me tell you and let me assure you that all this politicization of Operation Sindhur by the Bharatiya Janata Party, we are not going to keep quiet. When the right time comes, when we come back to India, when the parliament session comes, we will raise all the questions, we will ask for all the right answers. And let me tell you, let me tell you one thing, that in a parliamentary democracy, 1 minute, let me finish. Now, you've not given me enough time. The role of the opposition is not to just toe the line of the party incumbent or the government incumbent. You have to show the mirror to the people who are in government, what right or wrong they are doing. If the BJP is getting hurt by the right question, that means they are doing the wrong. Why are they getting hurt? If they were not getting, doing anything wrong, then why are they getting hurt? All the right questions are being asked. For us, we are not quiet.
Okay.
President,
Do
Mr.
you
Sharad
believe it's
Pawar said,
no,
for
just
the
a minute.
moment,
Clyde
we are not
Castro,
asking
no,
questions
1
because
minute.
we are
This is
waiting
not a
for-
monologue. Clyde Castro, not a monologue. I'm asking you a straight question. Do you believe
are
it's the
giving
right
monologue
question
to
to
the
ask
world
how
and you're
many
telling
jets
me
were
I'm
down
having
by
a
the
monologue.
Pakistanis? Do you believe it is the right question to ask how many
That's the
jets were
question.
down? Do you believe it's the right question?
That
Is it
you
the
ask
right
Revanth
question?
Reddy why he said it. How will I answer that? Ask him the
Okay.
question. Ask
I
him
think your
whether
answer
it's
comes
right
there.
or wrong. Why
I've
should
got
I
your-
get into answering that kind of question? Well, no, 1 minute, wait.
I see. Okay.
Don't put words in my mouth.
No, sir.
When the right
No,
time
let's
comes,
move on.
all
Bring the
right
voice down.
questions will be asked.
Okay, let's move down. Let's move on.